Hello tanks and tankettes, and welcome to War Thunder, and it's patch 1.43, which has brought a whole bunch of interesting new things. I'm not really going to sit and talk about the new stuff that patch 1.43 has actually brought in. I'm just going to, play some battles. But we will quickly look at one of the neat new features, which is the armor viewer. Now, it's not that new in terms of the idea, because obviously in World of Tanks there have been external programs that let you look at the armor layout for quite a while now. But this is different in that it's basically built right into the client, and it does something that none of the World of Tanks programs do, which is that it tells you where all the modules are as well. So not just the armor layout, but it lets you see where the different crew member positions are, lets you see where ammo racks are, fuel tanks, engines, that kind of thing. So if you've got the kind of brain that can retain all that sort of information, or if there's a particular tank you're finding very tricky to deal with, you can basically go and look at it, and you will know exactly where to shoot it to do the maximum amount of damage potentially. So that is, that's useful stuff. It's good information to have, and it lets you see also the strengths and weaknesses of the vehicles that you're playing yourself. So whether that will make it feel any less arbitrary, I don't know, but it's a nice feature. So we're just going to jump into battle, and I think we'll just do arcade battles, because why not? The other noticeable thing that they have introduced, apart from obviously stuff like new planes, and I'm sure there's been lots of behind the scenes tweaks as well, is that there's a kill cam now, and it basically shows you when you die, and we'll see it in action, I've got no doubt at all. When you die, you get to see the shell that penned you, what exactly it did to your tank in order to kill you. So that actually might help the game feel a bit less arbitrary, because it won't just be that you got shot and you died and you don't quite know what happened. It'll be that you got shot and it hit your ammo rack and you went kaboom or whatever. So you'll have actually a good idea of exactly what happened. So apparently my ammo loadout has been reset, and I don't know why. They've also changed, as you can see, the actual ammo markers. Right, I don't really want much HE. I'll have maybe 2 shells. And we'll get some more high explosive anti-tank and some more AP. Yes. Okay. We'll take the Stug to begin with. I don't actually need any more XP on the Stug in order to unlock modules and stuff, but yeah. As you can see also, grass is turned off. Last time I tried recording ground forces, it caused severe problems with the actual frame rate, so I've had to go back to... This is... I basically I'm using the medium preset, which seems to mostly not include grass. So, yeah, but this is arcade, so it doesn't matter so much that there isn't grass. That's not a particular advantage or disadvantage, because of course there are things like outlines and markers. I think this is a new map. They have introduced some new maps, which is nice. I think you can now see player-controlled planes in arcade battles. As you can see down the bottom there's the new ammo markers. There are also some new call-ins, and obviously the artillery call-in. I think that remains unchanged in terms of how you actually aim it, as it were. But I don't have an idle ammo, I'll try firing there anyway. The way that you actually get it is a bit different. You actually have to earn it, as it were, and it's the same with the other call-ins as well. So, oh, there we go, we've got a marker on this guy. He's behind a tree. Don't have much of a shot, but no, we're not getting... well, there we go. Just getting the marker. I think it's the first proper ground... actually no, it's the second ground battle I've played since the... I did hop in, and I don't know if you've watched the Q&D video at all, but I actually used a 143 replay in that, and the replay system has been significantly revamped, which is good news for all us YouTubers, because it means we can actually profitably use, you know, we don't have to record it live to get the most information, the best experience. It's a bit derpy still, it's not perfect, but it's alright. It could use some work, but it's a good start, let's put it that way. One of the other changes I've noticed is that you'll see there I have a squad mate, and it seems to just automatically, like if you're playing in a random game, it's automatically given me a squad mate. So I'm not quite sure what the rationale is behind that, but it now just automatically gives everybody a squad mate. Oh, Marder 3, that's one of the new vehicles that was introduced, which looks vaguely familiar. There's Marder vehicles in World of Tanks, obviously, but it doesn't quite look like any of the ones we've got in World of Tanks. That's a rather unfortunate name of the guy I've been automatically squadded up with, but yeah. Anyway, people on the internet not necessarily known for their tact and whatever. I probably will be. I mean, when an air battle. See, this is one of the new features. I've not yet done it myself, but I've only played like 2 or 3 ground forces battles since the patch came out. What was I going to say? I'm probably going to be still, when I do videos like this, when I'm doing War Thunder, I'll probably just record it live, because frankly that seems easier. But the fact that I can use replays for stuff like the Q&D videos, you know, that's really useful, and it also means that people can potentially send me replays. Although the nature of War Thunder, with its more frequent patches and little patches, means that they're going to expire a lot more quickly. I don't think I can save a copy of the client data in the same way that I can with World of Tanks and use that to then play replays, because unlike World of Tanks, where you basically take the replay and you go in the File Explorer, you just kind of drop it on the version of the client that you want, and hey presto, it plays the replay. In this, you seem to have to actually go into the client and play the replays through the client, so you can't do it through Windows, as it were. Can I get a shot off without just being blanted myself? Not sure. So that's definitely a limiting factor, and that's a KV1. Let's try some huge shells. Ooh. Keep a bit of angle on the front of this tank here. I do seem to be facing, some of these are rank 2 vehicles, and I've only got rank 1 vehicles, so I think matchmaking has been a little unkind to me. But yeah, I don't know if I can actually pen this KV1, we'll see. I don't know where that shell went, but okay. Undamaged. Probably not going to pen him when he's angled like that. Although I'm bouncing stuff as well, so you know, let's not complain too much. Right, what's that down there? Is it something I can shoot? They seem to have, in arcade, they seem to have changed the way the target markers, not target markers, the crosshair, they seem to have changed the way that works slightly. No. I'm not quite sure why. Where's this KV1 going? So I can get the back of his turret. These are the heat shells, mine. These have got more pen, and the back of his turret still showing as being yellow. But I've got a good chance of getting his ammo rack, because that's obviously, you know, the turret bustle is where ammo racks are on a lot of tanks. Yeah, even my heat shells are having problems with this guy's armor. But hey, that was the rationale of the KV1, was it had thicker armor. Although of course they actually ended up, you know, as it was effectively armed with the same gun as the T-34, because the T-34 could be produced for less, and it was basically about as effective in actual combat. They concentrated on that instead. There's a T-34. I don't think I've got 1 kill assist so far, and that's about it. See that guy over there? My marker's over him, but I've got no... Oh, there we go. See, that's slightly confusing. They seem to have... Yeah, they do seem to have slightly changed how that works. So So you have to be sure that you actually have the pen indicated to know that you are aiming at what you really want to be aiming at. So one of the things, I mean, if this was a replay, the sniper view I've noticed in replays is kind of bugged out. It basically, there you go, you can see actual player controlled planes. This is arcade battle. It is weirdly off center. It doesn't actually point where you're aiming the actual gun, so it looks a bit weird in replays, but that's the only significant bug I've noticed with replays so far. But there are one or two little... The camera motion can be a bit weird, especially if it's, you know, you're supposedly looking at the player view, and it can look a bit weird at times. And I've noticed with the kill cam in the replays as well, it doesn't, the animation doesn't play as smoothly as it does in actual battles. But yeah, the replays, I mean, that is, I think they finally realised that the lack of a good replay system was hurting them in terms of especially YouTube content. Now, what happens if I... oh, well, too late. Because one of the things for channels is that, you know, I mean, you have been able to send replays to people and show replays and whatever up until now, but the actual information you get from what's in the replay files is so limited compared to other games. So maybe they've... I don't know how long they've been working on it, of course, it might be a while, but that's... you know, it's a good thing that they've finally woken up and realised that they can actually help themselves quite significantly. Now, I think just the matchmaking having been unkind to me, I'm basically struggling to do any damage whatsoever here. Just because these are... a lot of these are rank 2 vehicles. And I've been plonked in with my rank 1s, but the team seems to be winning, so it doesn't matter that much. Should we go a bit further down this ridge here? What happens if I press... no, okay, somebody else pressed it. I've never yet managed to successfully, you know, press whatever required button in time to trigger one of these events, so I don't quite know how they work yet, to be honest. I might end up running out of ammo at this rate. Now, can I actually shoot something? It'd be nice if I could shoot something and get a kill or whatever. There's another Stug over there. Well, I hit. I don't know how much to lead. Oh, there we go. That was another low rank vehicle, but it's a kill, I'll take it. I actually, oh, can I... no, somebody else got it. The best patch I've... best patch? What? The best game I've had in recent times was actually in the T28. When it was like that replay that I put up on the Q&D video where I had 5 kills, basically. I got some kind of win streak going and it was quite nice. And it was on the new Poland map as well. I quite like that map. It's reminiscent of some World of Tanks maps where there's a mix of kind of countryside and town. And it's significant because it's the first map in War Thunder where they've actually introduced a kind of a built-up area, for the ground forces anyway. So there we go, that was a nice win. I got a Teamwork Award and Avenger. And by any member of a squad. So you're gonna, because you're getting automatically placed into squads, I guess you're gonna see more of these squad-based awards happening. Score-wise, I didn't do very well. I don't know, I'm looking at chat history, there's nothing there. I've nearly researched my next tank. I can't remember which. Where is that? Yeah, that's the first of the German rank 2s that I've got, that I am researching. I think on the Russian side, and we'll just play a Russian battle. As you can see, I've got... I thought I had one of those researched already. No, I'm telling fibs, clearly. Maybe I did, and maybe they've changed things around. I could have sworn I had one rank 2 vehicle unlocked. Maybe it's that. Yes, no, that one is unlocked. It's the... okay. I'm not telling lies. It's just I haven't actually bought it yet, and I haven't bothered because with only one rank 2 vehicle, you know, and the rest all being rank 1s, that would be very unfavourable matchmaking. Basically, you'd have one rank 2 vehicle, and the rest would all be fairly ineffective. But yeah, so I do have a rank 2 vehicle unlocked, but that's nearly my second one on the German side, and as you can see on the Russian side, I'm trying for the KV1. So I'll just hit battle button again and see what we get. No, that's yes. Okay, now I'm just confusing myself now. I do actually have, I mean, I've got my reserve tank there, but the T60 is actually worse than the T26, it feels like. The T26 has got a better gun than the T60, so I just haven't bothered really playing the T60 in battle at all. And, oh, it's good old Karelia, okay. It does seem to have set some of my ammunition, or reset some of my ammunition choices, and I'm not quite sure why. Explosive AP. No, we don't want much of that. We want mostly AP on this tank. We probably don't want any HE with that gun at all. So, what shall I start off with? BT7. Oh, and again, that's been reset, and I don't know why. AP, HEBC. I think we mostly want AP. I still haven't fully got my head around the different ammunition choices, but I know it does matter. The HEBC stuff, I think, if you get a thinly armoured target. Okay, that's a bit of trolling going on there, maybe? Or is it just... I don't even know. Welcome to War Thunder. Yes, it's probably a good thing you can't do that in World of Tanks. Because those are two people that are now just going to have to, I think, respawn, and that's the only way they're going to get their tanks back. So, let's whiz off down this way. Don't have much in the way of armour, but this has got a decent turn of speed, this tank. BT7 is a fairly nippy machine. Whoop. Yeah, I meant to do that. You could probably do some kind of BT7 racing mode. There aren't any cap points in this one, so this is just going to be a matter of tickets, killing the enemy tanks, basically. So, we'll see how it goes. The low-tier Russians... Whoa. Yeah, that driving. I think I managed to... Yeah, I managed to slightly damage my suspension there. The low-tier Russians seem to have somewhat better guns and somewhat better turns of speed, although that said the Panzer IIIs are reasonably mobile, but... Oh, for goodness sake. Really? I was trying to avoid the rock, and instead I went straight into the rock. That driving, though. Yeah, I meant to do that. Wow, that was some good driving on my part. The arcade handling is a bit... Yeah, with the faster tanks, it can do that. It can be a bit annoying. That's one of the things I don't like about... I know it's the arcade mode, but does the handling have to be so arcadey? I'd prefer it, honestly, if they toned it down a bit. But, yeah, with the faster tanks, it's easier to get out of control there. But yeah, and the low-tier Germans, as I was saying before I crashed and apparently killed all my crew, they seem to have slightly better armour. Well, not necessarily better guns, but the Panzer IIIs are decently armoured for their rank. So you have to be really quite careful about skidding into things. And again, KV1, so there's obviously rank 2s in this, yeah, T-34s, Panzer IVs, so I'm in with some rank 2s in this one. See if I can, we're taking flank fire from anybody here. That goes down. Oh. Oh, I've successfully done something, I think, for the first time ever. I don't know if it means I have to do something. But, oh, I'm in a plane! I'm in a plane! Oh, okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Well, I suck at planes, so there's that. I think this is a plane I don't actually have as well. So this is the thing with the new, the way it works with when they put the planes in like this is that basically it doesn't matter if you don't have the plane. It's kind of like presets. They're fixed for each battle. Try not to shoot my ally there. Kill assist on that guy. And this is all, whoa, this is all keyboard and mouse, so I'm not the best at it, but, oh, is there, oh, there's a timer on this, okay. Ah, that's how that works. So now I know. So that KV-1's been knocked out, but my tank was, you know, that's the thing, your tank is still sitting there on the ground, so I think you can be knocked out. Oh, who's shooting at me? There's a Zis over there as well, I want to be careful about that. And that's not good. I'm going to try and back off and repair, actually. Oh, yeah, that's a rock. So that's the one thing about this game that is quite different from World of Tanks, in that backing off is a hell of a lot harder. I think the reverse speeds in World of Tanks are kind of, for the most part, probably fairly unhistorical. Right, let's hope that this is in cover enough. So you can't play with terrain the same way. You can't kind of pop over cover and then back down quickly, because the tanks don't back down quickly for the most part. So that's something you always have to be really thinking about, but you don't really play the game enough to... it's not quite second nature, all the ins and outs of this game, in the way that it is with World of Tanks, obviously. And again, we seem to be winning really easily, and I don't think I've really done anything in this battle. I've got one kill assist, and that's about it. These have been two of my easiest dailies in quite a long time. Oh, can I hit? No, somebody else did, I think. So, yeah, it still remains, even with patch 143, even with the new features they've introduced, it still remains a thing I'm only going to do occasionally. Like, maybe once a week I'll drop in and do War Thunder. I'm not going to be... There's a reason all my tanks are rank 1, there's a reason, even though I've been playing War Thunder for quite a long time now, that my highest planes are rank 2. I just don't have the... It's never been entertaining enough to actually sit down and grind it in the same way. And even in World of Tanks, you know, I don't like to sit down and grind vehicles over and over again. The occasions when I have actually done that, I can count on one hand, literally. But there's enough there for me to want to dip in, and, you know, if I fancy a change of pace from World of Tanks, then I can jump in and do this, or I can, you know, jump in and play with some of my, you know, very few planes that I have unlocked, principally the British and the Americans. And if you're wondering why those are all biplanes, I was playing with Flight Alien and Baron von Games last night, and they were doing silly custom battles, you know, biplanes versus bombers and that usual kind of thing. And we ended up with, I think the last thing of the evening was Swordfish versus KV-2s. And there was actually somebody that managed a respectable number of kills with their KV-2 against the Swordfish as well. But yeah, the British planes are really the only ones I've been kind of working away at, and I actually have one rank 3 plane unlocked there, but I just don't play it enough to get the XP. I don't play it enough to get the Silver Lions. As you can see, I've got hardly any. So yeah, it's a nice game for a change of pace, but despite all the stuff they've put in patch 143 and you know, all the nice features, and being able to see the kind of armor and how thick the armor is, and the kill cams and all that kind of thing, which we didn't get to see in the end. I didn't lose a single tank in that. It's still not quite enough to, you know, grab me, but it's nice that it's there. It's nice that World of Tanks has the competition. So if you enjoyed this gameplay, you can leave any comments below, you can hit the like button, you can subscribe to my channel, and as always, stay tuned for more.